Ollie! That didn't sound good. Oh no.
This is a really easy bit.
Go to your local outdoor shop and just buy a really good tent. How on earth is this going to work? Hello and welcome to Johnson Valley in California. This thing here, by the way, is the Tesla Cybertruck, in case you hadn't heard of it before. And tonight I'm going to be sleeping in it, which is probably an absolutely terrible idea, but there you go. Ollie Marriage is going to be along in a minute. He's in the Rivian R1T, so we can compare and contrast. But before he gets here, I want to get camp fully set up, and we've got plenty of toys to play with because Tesla has kitted out this Cybertruck with pretty much every accessory that you can get, some of which aren't even on sale or we haven't even seen yet. So speaking of which, let's start around the front where we'll find many goodies. Look at this, the Cyber Cooler. It is what it says on the tin, quite literally, a cooler that looks a little bit like a Cybertruck. This is a 101, it's a prototype, so please excuse some of the slightly scruffy edges, but yeah, it's cool, isn't it? And makes proper use of the space that you've got under the front. And when we go out and do the off-roading, we're gonna be smashing around in the desert tomorrow. This is gonna be very useful, full of ice and full of beers, I mean water. This over here is another Cybertruck branded up accessory. This is your tire inflator, which you can plug into the power outlets in the bed and let your tires down or pump them back up when you need more grip in the sand. We're going to be hooning around off-road in the desert tomorrow, so I'm sure that's going to be useful when we hit the dunes. And I've also got a banana. Now, there was some slightly alarming videos online with people putting carrots in this edge of their frunk on their Cybertruck and it just slicing straight through the carrot because the sensors weren't sensitive enough to stop it. I haven't heard of anyone actually slicing their fingers off, but supposedly Tesla has improved things. So I'm going to shut the frunk and I'm going to stick my banana in there and the banana's intact. So health and safety is all in order and we'll continue with the tour. Other accessories, so you see up here really nicely, sleekly integrated is the spotlight, designed specifically for the Cybertruck. That's going to be excellent for blinding Ollie while he's trying to sleep later on. We've also got the roof bars, so these are quite clever. They're kind of telescopic, they're extendable, so when you get to the wider bits of the roof, you can just use the same bar but extended out. There's 4 mounting points, so you can have 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down your truck, and then you can add all sorts of third-party accessories to the top of them. And now we get to the main event, the back of the truck. Before I show you the tent and what we've got stashed back here, I need to put the truck into tent mode. Now you can do that from the main screen, but you can also do it from your phone. So I'm going to activate tent mode now, and that will level out the suspension. It's also going to open up the cover here so we can get access to the tent. And now I'm going to jump in the back. This tent, we've got some things down here. I'm going to call them cyber boxes. They are quite literally boxes to put your things in, but they have Cybertruck logos on them, therefore cost more money than normal boxes. But also they slot perfectly, 3 abreast at the back, and then you can have another 3 across the back here, and they slot into these running rails so they don't move back and forth, and you can slide them easily, and they fit perfectly underneath this tent. This space underneath the tent, by the way, is perfect for the range extender battery that Tesla hasn't released yet. It's all been designed to fit together perfectly, and that's really what makes this tent a bit different. If you look at the tent on the back of the Rivian R1T, it's a more traditional kind of roof tent that's strapped to the bars. This is designed to fit under the tonneau cover, so it's hidden from the elements, it's tucked away, and you've still got plenty of space left in your bed. But I know what you want. You want to see me struggling to put it up and assemble it. Right, so the first thing you have to do is release this bar that goes across the back here. That didn't sound good. I'm a genius. Unzip this waterproof cover. Do you need a waterproof cover? nearly $3,000 for one of these, which is, let's face it, an obscene amount of money, but it is co-designed and co-produced with a company called Hammond and May. And if you haven't heard of them, they're the ones that made their name with these really cool inflatable pole kind of geodome style tents that cost quite a lot of money. So it is high-end design, this, and this whole thing should fold forward. Anyone could do it. Release these legs there, and another one on the other side. This is going worryingly well, and that just sits down there on your tailgate. That moment whenever you're setting up a tent, when you get the fear because you're like, how on earth is this going to work? You follow me down the side of the car, I'm going to show you. So this is a special clip that they've designed that mounts right on the apex of the Cybertruck's roof. There we go, you squeeze the clip like that, it slots right onto that edge, and then this little bar, there we go. Right, so that's snug. I'm going to do the same on the other side, hopefully with a bit more finesse than I did the first one. It has got a full set of instructions hidden under the bed somewhere there, but I don't read instructions. I need to pull out this bag. A cyber pump, well, it's just a pump really. Come on Jack, you can do this. Oh no, I wasn't listening when they did this bit, clearly. Here we go! Right. Oh no, look. Oh, look at that! Oh, there's a little clip here that I forgot to put on. And that's why we're getting a little bit saggy. That looks a bit... Maybe just... Let's take this off. Oh no. Took the wrong bit off. Couple of setbacks, I'm not going to lie, but the tent is fully erect, and now I'm even going for it by doing the awning as well. I've had to borrow some light from the camera crew because I couldn't see a thing. So this should be straightforward. For anyone with plenty of tent experience like me, this isn't a problem. Sticks, guy ropes, pegs, the basics. Is this going to survive the desert winds? We go with the second one. Tighten up this. Oh yeah. The bed is looking fabulous. Come and have a look at this. So you've got the bed lights that would naturally be in the truck of the bed. They're diffused through the side of the tent. You can control those via the app. So when it's time for beddy buys, you can switch them off. There's also a pass-through, so you can stick your wires down, plug things into the outlets in the bed and charge up your phone or whatever you need to do when you're going to bed. In fact, come on! This is luxurious. I have to say, for $3,000 is a lot of money. And it doesn't look anything like those original renderings that Tesla released when they first showed the Cybertruck, these sort of digital pictures of what this tent could look like. But they had to go away and engineer it. They had to make it fit, they had to make it, they had to make it cooperate with the weird shapes and angles of this truck, and I think they've done a really good job. It's a really clever piece of integration, and if you've got money to burn, well, I'll be ticking that box. Right. Enough of that. I need an Ollie Marriage and I need a Rivian R1T, and quite frankly I need my supper.
I'm here!
Well done, better late than never.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
This is all very exciting, isn't it?
It's all very exciting. So my tent is set up, it is perfect. No mistakes, went up in one go, easy peasy. You've got to do yours in the dark.
Yeah, I haven't got much light, have I? Apart from your little...
I've got a treat for you.
Have you?
Do you want some more light?
Obviously want more light.
Come on.
Pitch black out here. The stars are amazing though.
You might want to get your sunglasses on for this.
Hey! That's fantastic. It looks amazingly sinister from here.
Have some of that. Right, you crack on, do your tent.
Will do.
And I'll go somewhere else and not help you.
Righty-ho. Okay. I will have a go. Unlike Jack's flashy Heim Planet on the back of the Cybertruck, I've got a fairly conventional roof tent here, which means I am dealing with zips, buckles, and Velcro, quite a lot of it actually, all the way around here. And I can stick it in the boot. Let's tuck that in there. And then I've got an idea. There we go. Right, and because I weigh less than 110 kilos, I can stand on this. And then, this is a really easy bit. You just use the ladder as a lever and pull the thing over. There you go. That's it. Flick that over there. That's gonna be really comfy. Got a built-in mattress, just like Jack's. Oh, it's gonna be great. Jack, when's dinner?
How do you like your steak, Ollie? Rare or extremely rare? I'll tell you what though, $20 grill.
Yeah.
And it's sizzling. In fact, hold that thought. I'm gonna turn it over. Confident you're gonna have a good night's sleep in that thing?
I am actually, yeah. The mattress has got a good bit of padding in it. How's yours?
A little bit of padding, yeah. I think I'm gonna be cold. I've basically bought a cheap sleeping bag and that's it.
Yeah, I've already got the hat and the coat on. It's
missed
gonna
it
be chilly.
outdoors. I reckon we go to Beddy Buys, leave the steak on, it should be done for breakfast.
Done for breakfast. Yeah, have it with a cup of tea in the morning. That's how you eat steak, isn't it?
The thickness of that thing. Sleep well.
Yeah. Righty ho.
See you in the morning.
Night, mate.
Night. Oh, that was interesting. Let's call it interesting. It was absolutely freezing, which is why I'm still fully clothed as I was when I went to bed. And I had a thought at about 3 AM when I couldn't sleep. I should have bought a heated blanket and plugged it in there, and then I would have been toasty warm. Oh well, we got through the night, and I've got something that might just warm those cockles. Lovely. Ollie, coffee's up if you're ready.
Perfect timing, Jack.
There we go. Cup of cyber
genius. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just be careful, it's not great. Sleep well?
Yeah, I did actually, but what I forgot to do, I just realised looking at yours, is I didn't level mine up. I didn't play with enough of the settings inside. Because it's really cool in that Rivian. You can like level it up like you can yours. It's got like floodlights in the mirrors. It's got a camp mode. Cars that are designed for camping. I like this though. This is good.
They do lend themselves to it, don't they? EVs. You know, look at all the stuff. We cooked a steak. We've made a coffee. We've strung up some lights badly. You know, and you've got all these self-leveling camp roads. You know, I think it works well. I mean, the drawback really is range. These cars could take you out to the wilderness, but you've got to make sure. We've got to make sure that we don't get too far away from the town down there where they've got Tesla superchargers, or we're like in all sorts of trouble. So go on then, what do you reckon? Pros and cons of the Rivian?
Yours looks so well integrated and really cool, and that is basically just a standard roof tent on the back of a Rivian.
The fact that they've tucked it sort of here is really clever, because then it's covered, it's away from the elements.
But I do like them, and I think those are really good. They're really well made. Really solid, slept really well, nice comfortable mattress.
Yeah.
No real drawbacks to it.
Yeah, it was definitely quicker to set up than my one, but having said that, it was the first time I'd ever set this thing up. So, you know, I'd slice my time in half if I had another go. That's enough sleeping in cars. Should we go and do what we really like, which is driving them fast? Come on, what are we doing? Let's crack on.
Right, I'll race you.